Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Haley Waterbeach and you guys are the Coral Squad. In today's video, we are checking out the new update. My shaders are on, I need to turn that off. I still have not updated my shaders, my reshade. So it's currently looking like poopy. So real quickly going to turn it off. So that way we don't have any issues. I recorded a video. I recorded like 2 videos previously, and I didn't get to post them because Wednesday happened, which is today. And so I'm like, well, I should just go and look at whatever is going on now, since I couldn't really do that. So let me get the horse that I'm wanting to ride. I'm between, you know what, let's just do you instead. We're just gonna ride this boy over there. Light grooming. I do still want to use this horse in RPs eventually because it's such a nice coat. Like, you can't say this ain't a nice horse coat. Like, it is a nice coat. So I'm gonna do that. That works for me. Alright, let's head over and look at everything. I do know that there is tack. So I'm gonna go to this thing real quick. I'm gonna look at this because I know that there's tack in here. So you have boots, jumping boots, and we have saddle pads. I like the green ones, but I also like this. The pink isn't terrible, but I don't love pink. So probably get white. Okay, I clicked the wrong button. I clicked E instead of W. My bad. Let's head over to the area. I do know that there's a new horse breed that came out. I did look at it in the previous video that I recorded, and I wanted you guys to name the one that I liked. So I'll probably go back over there and show you guys which one it is that I am wanting to get. So I almost just went to the wrong place. So let's head on over here. I do know that they're adding a horse back for a little. And it's a horse that I wanted to get last time it was in the game, and I didn't buy it. So now I'm like really wanting to buy it because, yeah. But I will look at the horses real quick. So these are the 2 horses. I want both of them, but this is the one that I wanted to get when they first came out. And I didn't get to buy it before it left the game. And then this one's really nice too. So I might buy both eventually, because they're both really nice. So this is the horse that I wanted to buy. That's the horse that I wanted to buy. So I like how, okay, oh, I forgot to look at the outfits for us. Okay, it's loading slowly. We have gloves, hats, these, pants. I like these. I have not went in here in a minute. The last time I recorded a video for you guys was, I think, 2 weeks ago. So sorry about that, because I was trying to be like posting a lot, but it was kind of like difficult because I have like I had doctor's appointments, dentist appointments, just basically life stuff going on, and so that happened. And then I've been working on a big project for a channel that I'm wanting to make. So I have been working on a bunch of different things, and then I've been trying to work on RPs and figuring out new RPs, and just it's a bunch of different things that I've been trying to work on. And yeah, I've been overwhelmed. So yeah, 9B, we go to 10, then we go to 11, and then we end on 12 and 13. My horses are not happy anymore. Their happiness is not maxed out right now. So, but yeah, that's the horse that I'm wanting. I just don't know the name that I want for it. And now we have these guys. So I'm like, I am broke. I don't have the funds to do it. So it's kind of sucky, but 3, 2. And then I was also like talking to you guys in my other videos about how I'm wanting like my plans for next year, because we have one more month and then the new year, and then we're in the new year. So I was talking to you guys about what my plans are for next year, which we've talked about it before, but there's always new people joining the channel, so might as well talk about it again. But I was talking about how I'm wanting to get my driver's license next year, and then get like a part-time job, because I'm wanting to do YouTube still. I went the wrong direction. I'm wanting to do YouTube still, and so I'm like, I want to do a part-time job. That way I am getting paid for doing that, but then I'm also like doing YouTube still, because I've been doing YouTube for like 6 to 7 years now. I've been doing it since I was 11. So I've been doing it for a while. Actually, I think longer than that, but I've been doing it for a while, and it's just like my comfort zone is YouTube. So I was thinking about it, and I'm like, I still want to ride horses. And so I'm probably going to save up money, and then I will take horseback riding lessons. And my mom was just talking about something and then got cut off by my grandma, but my parents are talking about moving, building a house, which we built this one. So yeah, but my parents, if we are moving, we will be building again, just because I don't know, I feel like my parents, like, they want their dream house, and they're getting older, and a 2-story house is like too much for especially like my mom, like, especially if she pulls her back out and stuff, she's not really gonna be able to do the stairs. So my parents are like, if we do move again, we need to get a ranch house. So that's probably what we're gonna do. If we do like move again, we're gonna be building. And so my parents have been talking about that, and so yeah, that's been getting talked about, and I'm fine with if we move because I don't know. I'm like, we've been in this house since I was 11. I am 19 now, so we've been in this house for a while, and there's nothing wrong with this house. It's just my brain is so used to this place. And the thing is that like I don't really have any friends here in this neighborhood. Um so it's like if we move, it's not really gonna bother me. So like every time my parents are like, "Do you think we should move?" I'm like, you're the ones paying for it." Like I don't care where we go as long as you guys are happy. Literally. And also if we're closer to horse barns, which where my parents are talking about moving to, there's a horse barn literally up the road a little. So yeah, I would be closer to a horse barn. I mean, I'm already closer to it, but I'd be even closer to it, like walking distance to it. So, but I don't know. The only downside with that horse barn is that um that place is like talking. Ooh, I am not paying attention. Sorry, buddy Blue. I did not mean to mess up. But that place, they had it for sale for a while, but I don't know if it's still for sale or if there's new owners and stuff like that, because it's a nice horse barn over there. So I am not 100% sure with that. So there's so many different things. This horse is going to keep on leveling up. I'm actually not upset because I love jumping stuff, which also I talked about how I talked about in the past how I wanted to do Western. Now I have been talking about doing English again, mainly because that's really the only places that are close by where I live are English riding barns. So I kind of like am fine with doing English because I've done it before. And so I'm kind of like okay with doing English again if that's like what it's like, it's the closest thing. So I don't know, but I have been thinking about it and so when I was like 15, when I first started doing lessons in English, I wanted to do the 3-day eventing. And if some people don't know what 3-day eventing is, it is corsage, show jumping, and cross country. And I wanted to do that for the longest time. When I was 15, that is what I wanted to do. Now that I'm 19, next year will be 20, so I have thought about it, and I kind of want to do hunter jumpers instead, but I might, like, it doesn't hurt to try it out, so I'll probably try it out and see if it clicks or not, or if, like, that is, like, something that I'm still wanting to do. And so I'm kind of like, just try different things out, see how they go. If they don't do good, then we know that's not something that I'm wanting to do. And then I've also thought about eventually saving up enough money to buy my own horse or to lease a horse for a while, and that way I have a horse of my own to basically call my own that I can ride and I can go to do shows with for a little while until I get enough money to buy my own horse and have it at my barn that I would be riding at. So, but I wanted to go over there. Hold on. I'm gonna run over there, I think. I'm gonna run over there again. I ran over there last time, so I actually really like this jacket. for being a free jacket, I really like this jacket. But I bought this for RRPs. So show RRPs, I will have a saddle cover now. And it freaking is awesome. Awesome sauce. But yeah, I am going the wrong direction. See, I'm getting distracted. But I have an itchy neck for some reason. Like I said, I'm getting distracted. We're going over this way. But yeah, I'm wanting to do 100 jumpers, but I'm fine with trying different things and seeing what fits. And then having a horse, like leasing out a horse to do like one of the things. So let's say I do the 3-day eventing. I could get a lease a horse that does 3-day eventing and that likes doing 3-day eventing, and I could lease a horse that does that. But then if I don't eventually like if I eventually am like, I don't want to do that anymore, it's just me leasing the horse, and so I could end the lease whenever and stuff like that. And so I'm logically like thinking of different things. Like if I have my own horse and I buy a horse that does 3-day eventing and I don't want to do 3-day eventing anymore, then I'd have to sell that horse, but then I'm not going to want to, because me and attaching myself to animals is very difficult for me to get rid of them, because then I want to keep them forever and ever and ever and never get rid of them ever again. So that's my issue. So I'm wanting to lease a horse, because if I end up doing something or like riding and stuff and I have like stuff happen, this is not what I'm meant to be doing. What am I doing? I am not here. So that's why I'm like, I want to lease a horse first. That, and I'm also still a beginner, and I feel like leasing a horse could help with me learning different things. And then eventually, when I figure out what it is that I'm wanting to do, then I'll look into buying a horse that does, let's say, 100 jumpers, and I'll see if I can find a horse that does that. A part of me wants to get a young horse, just because I know that I will learn and I can teach the young horse certain things, and I'm like, I'm a beginner, I don't know if I should get a young horse. But then I've seen videos on beginners that have gotten young horses, that they've learned a lot of things, and they've taught their young horse like good habits as well. So I'm like, I don't know what to do, because then there's like professionals that are like, don't get a young horse if you're a beginner, and then there's people that are like, yeah, get a young horse because they'll teach you a lot of things. But I'm like, I don't know who to listen to. The professionals that say sometimes getting a young horse is good, but then also they say that sometimes it's not good for beginners. So I'm like, I don't know what to do in that department. I guess like when I get to that path, I'll figure it out. But like if I had to get a horse and it was young, my age range is like 7 years old up to like I want to say it stops at 12. If I get older than 12, that's fine. But like me right now, that's my age range. The reason why I say 7 is because Sully, in RPs, I got him when he was 7, and I still would love to get a horse that is like Sully, and I name it Sully, and it's an off-track thoroughbred, it's a 7-year-old, and I like ride it and stuff. I still think that'd be the coolest thing ever to do. But in RPs now, he's 11, so if I got a horse that was 11 years old that looked like Sully and it was a gelding and I named it Sully, it would still work. So I'm keeping my mind open, okay? So this is the horse that I'm wanting to buy. That's the new horses that came out last Wednesday, and this is the one that I'm wanting to get, and I'm wanting to make it a boy. I don't have a name for him, and he's gonna be a newer horse in my RPs when I do get him, and he's gonna be an older guy. because it just seems like an older horse. I just get older horse vibes because of the gray hairs and everything. And this horse is like a trail horse, still does some jumping but not all the time. Like, I don't know, it reminds me of like a really like high quality horse. I don't know. I'm just speaking gibberish apparently. I didn't even speak right there. My goodness. My lazy tongue is happening again. That's not good. I have too many things in my inventory. I just got this. See, I have been slacking. I haven't even been doing this because I'm like, I have not been wanting to go on, surprisingly. I just haven't been wanting to play SSO. I'm just like, at this point, if there's updates, there's updates. I can make a video on like a bunch of different things that have happened and stuff like that. Even though I know you guys probably have different YouTubers that you guys watch that are SSO based, but still, at least I'm posting. At least I'm posting, and I'm not taking like a year break every time I'm not posting. At least I'm posting, you know? But yeah, I have been trying to focus on other things. So yeah. But I don't know. I'm kind of like trying to focus on other things, but we'll see. Oh my goodness. If I could get back to my home stables, that'd be great, guys. That'd be great. But I don't know if I'm going to be able to get back to my home stables in time. Let's see. I mean, I could just TP back so I can end this video for you guys. I don't want it to be too long. I do have to post it today, so. Alright. I will see you guys in the next video. So,